Matthew Pennycook appeared on Good Morning Britain talking about Labour's plans to deliver homes. Good Morning Britain's Susanna Reid left MP Matthew Pennycook squirming as she challenged him about Labour's housing ambitions. The ITV presenter swiped that Labour can say we've failed if their promised housing isn't delivered by the next election. The government have pledged to build 1.5 million new homes, and Susanna challenged him on this figure. And that's realistic? She inquired. We can judge you on that. The next general election, you can guarantee 1.5 million homes will be built by 2030. Blaming the previous government for creating the housing crisis, Pennycook maintained, "We inherited a dire situation on taking off. We understand the previous situation. We've got to turn things around. We've got a very clear target to build 1.5 million safe and decent homes by the end of this parliament." Answering the question about guaranteeing the homes would be built, he said, "Let's be clear, Susanna, we know the scale of the challenge that involves. We know all the pitfalls we've got to overcome. We could have picked a far easier target. We could have picked 1 million homes like the previous government did, but that would not be commensurate with the scale of the housing crisis we face in this country." That is an extraordinary ambition, Reddy said. Anyone trying to get an extension to their house will tell you how long it takes to get permission. So 1.5 million, you think that's realistic? So by the next general election, if they're not all up, you can say to voters, we failed. You can judge us on that milestone. That's in our plan for change to build 1.5 million new homes in this parliament. That's what our manifesto said. That's what we're committed to delivering, he responded. Viewers weren't convinced by his promise and took to X to air their views. In order to build all these new houses, you need infrastructure for new roads and adequate parking in surrounding areas, reliable bus services, schools, etc. On pointed out, he should be asked why they are not building council homes. Affordable homes, that's a joke, and in Southwest we haven't stopped building homes, but my understanding is only a few will for council homes, another wrote. A third chimed in, they are building them all in Ney, Lincolnshire, it seems, housing estates with no extra schools, doctors, etc. It's social housing that's needed, not estates with overpriced 4-bed houses with a couple of social houses sprinkled in. Meanwhile, a fourth commented, always going round in circles with this lot.